from the Chi-Town remix to the Kakalaka sticks, y'all. Oh my goodness. What done jumped off here, y'all? Family, what's going on? Ooh-wee. I hope everybody is well. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Okay, say a prayer for the queen and the TP over here. I'm still arguing with YouTube, y'all, trying to get my monetization back. I've been busy on a plantation, just trying to lay low. I'm trying to make some boss moves here in a minute. So we can, you know, be grown, if you know what I mean. I told y'all it was about to jump off. I told you we are in spiritual warfare. I told you that Legion, Leviathan, Jezebel, okay, about to jump out a Pandora's box again. Okay, did you see? Listen, I mean, I never liked reality TV, and when Love and Hip Hop hit the scene, I just shook my head real slow, back and forth, like Lord have mercy. Erica Mena, they've been enabling her too much. These toxic, volatile people, they have a beautiful exterior. They're the picture perfect image of what is desirable, but desires fade, just like appearances fade, just like masks fall off, all of that, and this should be a bell ringer for all of us. Just because something looks good and feels good does not mean that it is good for you. Does not mean you need to link up and exchange energies with something that happens to check off all the superficial boxes of attraction, allure, relationships, all of that. Just because he or she is fine doesn't mean that they have a soul. Okay. And sometimes the finest people, the most attractive, the most beautiful people are will remove your soul, will drain your soul in more ways than one. Okay. So there's more than just physical death. And physical death is humane because there's a stopping point, right? Just like pain. Pain is not superficial, pain is spiritual. It's very traumatizing. Not just physical pain. You can be in spiritual, mental, emotional agony and being tortured within your body. And on the outside, you can look like an Erica Mena or a Martell Hope, okay? Or a Destiny Payton, okay? So just because that outer shell, that 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 host is attractive doesn't mean that there is anything occupying that space where where the soul should reside. Now, I'm going because Queen Sheba, let's just pause at Queen Sheba, shall we? Thank you. Now, drop a eagle feather in the comments for Queen Sheba, because if she does not know how to gather, I don't know who does. If Queen Sheba does not know how to yank the tablecloth up from beneath the table setting without disturbing a utensil, I don't know who does, child. I had to do the replay gang gang on her live about Martell holding them receipts, blowing up the spot over there with Tasha K and her ratchetry and hood boogery. Okay. It's always, you know, that one lingering tick that just, no matter what type of concoction you spray on it, that tick just will not fall off. You know what I mean? So we're going to get right into it because Queen Sheba uh, snatched Tasha K's edges. Okay. Yanked her wig, combed her head, rearranged her dome, put her back down to size 2, reduced her like a pot of condensed milk. Okay. And I'm going to say a few things. This is a masterpiece, one of many. Okay. First, I want to revel in the the just the mad love in the room among Black women. Hmm? Let's take a peek at the love over here at the palace. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. It's so wonderful. I'm so proud to be connected to the palace because there's so many beautiful Black women in there who just love on you no matter what. If you are working hard, trying to get things right, healing, and on a righteous journey, you got favor over at the palace. I have to say that. But boy, baby, you better not ever cross that line with Queen Sheba, okay? That's all I'm saying, because she keeps it G, all the way G. That's why I'm connected. That energy, I love her energy. I'm in love with her spirit. I'm in love with her sistership. I'm in love with her beauty. You know, she's a wonderful, beautiful. Her energy is amazing. You feel me? So I like solid women. I love solid, intelligent Black women. You know, not nowhere near goofy, okay? Nowhere near delusional, not afraid to say exactly what it is. That's why they was coming for Queen Sheba just like they was coming for our girl Mel. Okay. They people came for me the same way. Okay. I know how it feels. So that's why I'm invested in this as well. Now, did you get a load of Erica Mena? Y'all seen it. What the hell? What the hell was she doing? What was Erica doing? Hmm? Just animated, pure, deranged lunacy. Do you hear me, family? Now, let's take a peek here at this. It's gonna be a little, just a few portions of it, and we're not gonna run back the whole thing, because this don't need no help. Okay, Queen Sheba don't need no motherfucking help. She dragged it. Okay, yes, I put extra ed on there. She dragged did Tasha K for dust. Okay, tied it up in a pretzel knot. Okay, and sweep that right on out the front door. Yes, she did. So peep this with me real quick, y'all. Martell is, listen, I'm so sick. I'm really sick of Martell and that bird. But Queen Sheba, look at this. Just pathetic, yo. Queen Sheba, yeah, she did it again. Okay? Black excellence. These people are bugging beyond nutso. Okay? I can't, like, if I tell you everything that happened to me the last 3 years before I moved from Chicago, you would think I was lying because it's so similar to what Melody uh, was going through. You know, it's so deeply relatable and disturbing all at the same time because I couldn't believe it was my family doing it. Still, after 20 plus, no, I'm gonna be for real, 35 years of being gang stalked by my family, mainly my mother and my sister. Okay. Ended a very, very, very volatile marriage. And then I was stalked by my ex-husband for a whole year and a half after our divorce. And I'm gonna leave it right there. So let's uh take a peek at this here. And I'm gonna just throw in my 2 cents. That's all I'm doing. Because like I said, the job is done over here. Let's go.
Start to finish. I gave you a timeline. I said this mess started 2 years ago.
Shout
Now
out to Queen Sheba and the palace over there. I love you. I'm in the bushes. I'm still here. I'm just laying low, doing some healing, doing some self work. Shout out to Queen Sheba. I'm always gonna stand 10 toes for the palace, for Melody Cherie and the 4-piece chicken nuggets, for righteous men and women, black men and women who refuse to bow down to the devil. Yo, let's go. She's just Queen Sheba just gonna lay it down. This she giving her timeline. We all kind of are in unison. This started back in 2022 when Demon Boy ratcheted up the shenanigans. Let's go.
I'm gonna say this. Let's take Love and Marriage Huntsville off the table. Let's take who we like off the table, who we don't like off the table. I don't understand how Melody or any woman or any man can endure anything like this because somebody don't like them. This is mental anguish. This is mental anguish.
Facts. It is mental anguish when it's somebody, yo, you trusted with all your soul and they betray you and double down on the betrayal and try to flip the script, change up the narrative and deflect and blame you. No accountability. It is maddening. Let's go. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, fam.
And at this point, it's put a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, y'all, come on. Now, it ain't that damn serious. But anyway, let's back up. I reached out to Melody, like I told y'all I would, and she responded to me. Okay. She responded to me, and let's go ahead and go over the responses. I'm about to pull up the receipts. So this was me reaching out to Melody. Let me see if there's anything else I forgot to share with y'all before we get into these receipts. Here lately, let's back up. Martell Hope popped out with his mistress. The reason why I think it's a big deal to a lot of people is because Martell rarely ever, I think this is his first time, really seeming to be comfortable with his mistress in photos. And although he did not put her on his social media, she shared their outings together. We saw them at the homecoming event. We also saw them at the Derby event in Atlanta. Okay, so that was a big deal. It got a lot of blog coverage because it's like, okay, he's doing right. This is, whatever it is, I guess they're a couple. They're moving forward with their lives. 48 hours later, Tasha K drops a bomb on her site on Instagram. that Melody Cherie, so, is sleeping with the bodyguard, her security guard. Okay. Now we heard that before on September 26th. It's very important for you to remember these dates. On September 26th, in the court circuit, in the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama, Martell Holt filed a amended counterclaim and petition for Rule Nisi. And what he wanted to enter into the court, right, and go on record, he accused his ex-wife of sleeping with the security guard. Melody then filed a claim, and the judge struck it from the record. She struck a great portion of Martell's amended counterclaims from the record.
And that's the thing, y'all. Like, what this is what narcissists do. They will commit the most vile acts of betrayal and deny everything and accuse you of doing the exact same thing they're doing. It's just a reverse confession. You know, my sister did that. Like I haven't spoken to my sister since I was in my 20s. She was in her early 30s. She was going through a divorce with her first husband or had already went through it. I can't remember. But we were like always hot and cold. Like I never knew where her head was at, right? So by 18, years old, I was 18. She had met her first husband. He was a Nigerian scammer. He ran her through the mud and back down through there twice during their marriage. And I didn't like him. I didn't talk to him. I didn't deal with him. That's how I am. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna be, hey, I'm just not gonna be around, right? And by 18, 19 years old, you're an adult legally. So you can come and go from your parents' house whenever you want, right? And if you do live on your own at 18, you don't have to you have your own space, right? So I didn't get along with my sister, and things got so ugly between us. Um, she was doing like what Martell is doing. She's so scared of me, right? I'm so dangerous, but we don't talk. How am I a threat, to you and your life and whatever if we don't talk? We're not around each other. We don't communicate. We have no ties to each other, nothing. But you constantly spreading all these lies, constantly being a flying monkey, right? That's insanity. When you're so obsessed with someone that's ignoring you and not checking for you, okay, that's a reverse confession. Let's go, y'all. I'm sorry.
48 hours later, Tasha K comes out and backs Martell up, allegedly, with the same claims of Melody Holt. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you're not guilty of, I'm just paraphrasing, of sleeping with a married man when you cried about this yourself. And
I had my husband take a photo for me and show.
Basically, is what Tasha K said. So people tore Tasha K up because they're like, girl, we can smell Martell a mile away. Now, nobody knows this for a fact, right? K is a YouTuber. She's a content creator. So you got to give her 50-50 because she's just doing her job, right? But people suspect, girl, Martell, you on a payroll. Now, let's get into the receipts of it all. I reached out to Melody because I'm like, wait, how did it go from almost kind of good? Because people are wanting Martell to move on because we feel like if he moves on, hopefully he'll leave his ex-wife alone. And even if he moves on with the woman who helped destroy his marriage, you know what? Good fucking riddance. Just go. How did it go from y'all having a lovely weekend back to back to the mistress dropping a photo of the security guard and his wife to Tasha K coming out attacking Melody? So this seems orchestrated, right? So I reached out to Melody and I'm like, girl, what's going on? Here's my outreach. Let me show you. Pull it up and we're going to take it from there. Give me 1 second. I got to get all these.
You're damn right it was orchestrated. I want to say even earlier than 20, than that. It started during the divorce proceedings. He started putting his plan in motion then. Okay, we've been back and forth for 5 years. We've been on rocky ground. I can't keep it in my pants. I don't want to. I feel like I'm entitled to have you accept whatever I have, whether it's trauma, torture, worry, stress. You just deal with it. Just deal with it. Be Tisha and just deal with it and keep pretending like we're the power couple and everything's gravy, everything's Gucci, Everything's all good. And keep looking beautiful, keep taking care of me so I can keep giving my paramour, feeding her lies and breadcrumbing her because this is what I want to do. And if she does decide not to, continue to allow me to embarrass her and humiliate her and reduce her down to nothing, then this is what I'm going to do. You better believe this was orchestrated. Oh yeah. That's why I still don't understand how people still follow Tasha K. Like how people still big up this egg-headed loser, Martell. There's nothing attractive about him. From this first season, I was like, yuck, yuck, yuck. For real. Let's go.
I thought I had them all. Okay, this is me to Melody. Can y'all see this? I ain't even looking at the chat. I said, listen, not sure what's happening, but Tasha K seems to be coming for you. Are you good? You good? This is what I said to her. She said, hey, I'm good. I don't know. I have never had a bad convo with her, so it's weird. Let me see. The last time we texted. So these are the texts, right? They're all jumbled up. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So then another one. Then she sends 2 jumbles of text. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I thought it would just be one text. But I'm like, damn, I got to go through all these texts and put them together. And then she says, this is the only correspondence I've had with her privately. She interviewed me once, but I don't know why we'd have an issue. Honestly, I don't know her in real life. So, ... Pause. Now, let me tell you where I'm gapped as a content creator. I don't know when Melody did the one-on-one interview with Tasha K. I know all of you have said it. I don't know the date. I don't know if Melody was married, divorced, or single then. I ain't got time to go look. I ain't got time to go find it. That's probably another date that you want to remember. But I just want to be honest. I don't know anything about that part. Okay, let's go to the second. Let me get to the chat. Make sure we good. Are we good?
Y'all go over to Queen Sheba Darling's channel, subscribe, get some merch, hit that like button, replay gang gang, uh, make it do what it do. Shout out to Queen Sheba. She is about to flame broil Tasha K, Coleslaw, and Hotel. Watch.
Everybody good? All right, we're going to go to the second one. So then I open up the text messages or that Melody and Tasha had, and it says, hey, it's Tasha K. Are you and Martell separated? I thought you two were working it out. Melody says, hey, LOL, we had us a good... Hold on. I thought you two were working it out. Shit, yeah, that's what I'm saying, y'all. These receipts are whooping my ass. Oh, it looks like Melody ignored her. So it looks like Melody ignored her. And then Tasha sent a video from April. So, okay, Melody's interview must have been in April of 2021. Melody responded to that, even though she didn't respond to Tasha trying to get all up in her business about if she's separated. And Melody responded and said, hey, laughing out loud, we had us a good time. When are you dropping? She's referring to her interview with Tasha K. And then Melody responded later under that, yes, we did. No, Tasha responded, yes, we did. And then Tasha also told Melody, I'm going to drop the video basically Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. Melody responded, okie dokie. So, of course, they're just these blanks that you see is Tasha mentioning probably after she dropped her video. Just, you know how you kind of mention somebody in your story. Not a big deal. So 2021, Tasha reaches out to Melody to say, girl, y'all separated? Y'all breaking up? I thought y'all were working it out. Melody didn't respond, but Melody did respond to the interview and said, oh, we had a great time. When are you dropping it? Fast forward from 2021 of April-ish to January, it looks like January 3rd, 2022. A little bit under a year later, Tasha sends Melody a message and said, I tried calling you. Underneath there is a screen of Arion, which seems to be a pre-recorded video. Are y'all following me? Melody responds and says, I have a new number, blank, 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 blank. She said, I just watched the clip, LOL, and I'm glad you didn't have it at the time because I have no internet. I have no interest in engaging with her.
You see what I'm talking about, y'all? This is the onset of entitlement. And this is what I talk about with European women as well. When they invade our personal space. You know, white women think that they are entitled to know our business, whether it's someone we're familiar with or not. Okay. That's creepy. Just like this right here. A complete stranger. These women don't know each other. And you're coming in my DMs asking me about my personal marriage. Okay. If you watch the show, you would learn something. You know, Just because you watch a show and you follow someone's life on reality TV does not mean that you guys are acquainted and you know each other. And this type of behavior, it is disturbing. I've always felt that way, even as a young lady when I was in my teens. I'm like, when other young ladies would do that, if you're dating somebody in high school, that lasts all of what, 3 weeks? You know what I mean? High schoolers dating. That's how you're getting to know uh yourself and what your personality's forming more. So you're dating. Another little mean girl sees you were with this particular guy she may have had that might be her crush. She just walks up to you. Y'all together? When y'all start talking, girls used to do that to me all the time in my neighborhood, and I thought it was weird. It's the equivalent to just popping up in somebody's DMs and asking them about their marital status as a blogger. Like, what do you want? Are you serious? Let's go. You'll see where I'm going with this. This is just really, really disturbing to me.
So Melody told Tasha, I'm glad you didn't have my number. Basically, don't call me with that bullshit. I have no interest in engaging with a side chick. So that's 2 times, Melody, that you dissed Tasha. I'm just noting it, which may have gotten Tasha riled up. The first time she asked you, are you getting a divorce? You didn't say anything. The second time she shoots you some mess about the mistress and you said, I'm glad you didn't have my number at the time because I have no interest. Tasha responds and said, I was like, damn. Melody didn't. She says, oh shit. Melody responds and says, you have my manager's Dawn's number though. And you look really cute. That was a read. So basically Melody, in my opinion, is saying, don't call me. I'll call you. And if you need to get a hold of me, then you go through my manager. Tasha proceeds to say, girl, I replied out of bed. Melody says, maybe you and I can talk later about some super dope things that I have going on. Oops. That's how you check a bitch. Don't bring me no negativity. If you want to talk to me, we're going to focus on my life and how I'm moving forward. Don't bring me nothing. That's what I perceive from that. Tasha then says, I was sick the last 2 weeks. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Melody said, oh no, a lot of people have been sick with this weather lately. Hopefully you get fully well soon. Tasha then says, I'm at the tail end. I threw on clothes. She said, hold on. I cannot miss this one. She says, I'm at the tail end of her sickness. I threw on clothes. Let me exit the screen because I have to read this one. She said, hold on, y'all. It went away. Oh, y'all, give me 1 second. It's blocking. So basically, Tasha is telling Melody, okay, she said, I'm at the tail end of my sickness. I threw on clothes. She insisted that this takes place now. When she's saying she's talking about Ariane. So it sounds like Ariane and Martell contacted Tasha K and insisted on an interview, giving her little to no time to prep. Follow me. January 3rd is the day before Martell's birthday. Martell's birthday is January 4th. Okay, let's pull up the next receipt. Let me pause to get through some of these comments. I'm trying to stay focused. Okay. All right. It looks like we're good. Let me go to the next one.
So how much did...
Sorry, it's on the wall, people. Narcissists don't like being told no. We've heard this about Tasha K 100 million times. When she's trying to break a big story, and if she needs you and you don't cooperate, this is what happens when you don't give her what she thinks she deserves. The answers, the information. It's a lot of people like this. Who do we learn this crap from? White supremacists, you know. Many white people still they think they are black. Oh, hey, what are you doing here? What you mean? What am I doing here? I'm here because I want to be here. What the fuck? Oh, I was just curious. I was just wondering, who are you? Do I got to check? You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Hold on. All right. So that went from April 2021. Damn. Hold on. April 2021. January. Now we're in January of 2022. Now, some of these receipts I may have out of order. Okay, let me take this.
There, though. They're still there.
Okay, so we already went after that one. Okay, so that's one I already had. We don't have to go over that one. That was the initial outreach number 2. Okay, we didn't miss nothing. We good. We rocking and we rolling. So here we go. This one is Tasha K again. She says, hey, I wanted your exclusive response to Martell's letter. Now, I'm thinking she's talking about his strawberry letter on Steve Harvey. Okay. Melody responds, I haven't heard it yet because I've been fasting today with over 200 people. Oh, been that girl. But I do know Dawn has reached out as apparently they invited me to come on there or something. So Tasha, that's her 3rd time curving you, and trying to point you in the right direction to say, go to my manager. Tasha says, okay, cool. Now, this is on Martell's birthday. Tasha texts Melody at 3:04 p.m. and says, hey, it's Tasha K. Melody says, hey, happy Tuesday. Tasha says, happy Tuesday. She says, I know you're laughing your ass off, as you should. Martell upset that the world knows what he likes. Bitch, what do you like? What? So Tasha is in cahoots with Martell and Arion at this point, but she's backdooring them, y'all, like an episode of Big Brother and throwing their asses under the bus to Melody. So she said, girl, I know you laughing at him because now he's mad that the world knows what he likes. What he like? And then she tells Melody, heads up, there's going to be a part 2 explaining my strategy for the interview. Melody said, oh, okay. Aw, thank you for the heads up. I look forward to talking to you in the near future. Tasha says to Melody, best of luck on all your endeavors. There's a cheers from Tasha. There's praying hands, I guess, from Melody. Tasha, later on that night at 7:03 p.m., screenshots to Melody a private conversation between her and Martell.
You see these snakes, yo? You see how they operate? Any dog that brings a bone will carry a bone. Okay, if you always got some tea, some, darts, some, checkers and tiddlywinks you sprinkling around, got your feelers out all the time, being a flying monkey, usually it blows up right in their face. This is really sick, yo. Tasha K is sick, just like Martell, Ariane, Erica Mena, you know, Lil Scrappy, Young Jock, Kirk, Frost. I mean, we got a whole slew of them.
Martell, so Tasha tells Martell happy birthday, and he says, hey, Tasha, thank you so much, meaning thank you for allowing my mistress to come on and attack Melody and get in Melody's ass. Thank you for taking us on, okay? So at this point, you got to go back and remember when Martell was shopping around with Dr. Heavenly. Do y'all remember? And Dr. Heavenly said no. So then he went to Tasha K to get the mistress in front of to talk about Melody's abortions. Remember, he released all of her private HIPAA information. He got that mistress to say everything and do everything in that Tasha K interview so that he wouldn't get any blood on his hands. The same way he just had that mistress drop that innocent lady's photo of her wedding. Okay, are y'all following me? So he says to Tasha, thank you so much. Also, way to look out on that interview yesterday. It was amazing. She's going to be your co-host. Talking about Ariane. So now at this point, he wants to push Ariane out in front of everybody. And I think that may have been along the timeline, if I'm correct, is when Ariane started the YouTube. Y'all remember that? And he had her dressed up in a little tea outfit. Are y'all following me? Let me go to the next. Are y'all following me? I told y'all this some crazy ass shit. I don't know no black people that act like this. And at this point, he's trying to morph her into being a front runner and giving her this social access that he used to have, or that his ex-wife used to have. So he's kind of telling Tasha, what's up? Can she be your co-host? That interview was great. She want in. She want to get put on. Okay. So y'all are following. All right. Let me go to the next. This is just, so this is a continuation of Tasha's and Martell's conversation after he's saying Ariane wants to come on. She want to be lights, camera, action. She want to be on YouTube. She want to work with you.
She's unintelligible. Can to a blogger like Tasha K. Have to be talking about. What would she have done as a co-host on YouTube with Tasha K? Yeah. Oh my God.
Now for the next 18 years. So at this point, Martell's trying to be real nasty. This motherfucker at this point is trying to take Melody the fuck out of here. He's trying to shame her by pushing the side chick, the mistress, in front. And Tasha had a little bit of integrity. She said, don't do that. Basically telling him, now you getting dirty. Now, y'all, let me tell you something. Give Tasha her credit in this moment. Because for Tasha K to say you doing too much, where's your morale? You doing way too much. She said, you have to co-parent for the next 18 years. Pause. This nigga wasn't a bit more worried about co-parenting. He was worried about taking Melody down to the point that Tasha K even had to check his integrity. And then Tasha said, and she's in love with you. You should consider settling with the cream of the crop. Talking about the mistress, I believe. The mistress, okay? Let's go to the next one. Hold on. So I'm like, so of course, all of this. Now, we don't even know this happened because Melody ain't never shared this with nobody. I didn't even know this. Y'all didn't know this. Nobody knew that Melody had this exchange with Tasha K. Now, imagine thinking that you're on good footing with somebody, right? Tasha K did the fucking okey doke. She played with Tasha. Now, you kind of put that family up against each other. But hold on, because look where you are now for no fucking reason. Y'all, you can't trust nobody. But Melody seemed to have been on good accord with Tasha K. So these attacks that are coming out lately, Martell must have paid a pretty penny for this, in my opinion. Because I know Tasha don't work for free, baby. She be getting to the money, period. Okay, so that was 2 years ago. We had no idea until today, right? Then a couple of days ago, Martell's mistress pops back out, y'all, and she's still with the shits. So I reached out to Melody right here. I said, again, I responded to her, responding to me. I said, thank you. Quick question. Why are Martell and his mistress fixated on you? Like, is there any reason? all of this is happening out of the
Because
blue.
they
It ain't
broke.
making sense because it did make
And just by Melody divorcing Martell exposed everything. They imploded on each other. They all totally discombobulated and just deconstructed. They imploded. The whole little disgusting group of gargoyle cast members, we all now have the confirmation of the type of vipers that they are. This is who they really are. This is who they always have been. This is where they always will be. Basic, evil, possessed. Narcissists get worse as they get older. Okay, let's go.
make sense to me. Y'all know I'm a straight shooter. She says, I have no idea. I haven't been bothering anyone, doing my business and focusing on my kiddos and living life. It was definitely out the blue, but not surprising because it's always something and has been for years. Watch this, y'all. I'm finna blow your fucking mind. Sit back. Sit back and relax. Let me take this one off the screen. I'm finna blow your mind. When I tell you this shit is crazy, hold on. Lord have mercy. I'm finna blow your mind. Okay, let's take this one off. I want to take you back to this. So, Tasha, since you like to pull up court documents, Martell filed this. You see it electronically on September 26th. Let me pull out my calendar. September 26th, Martell Hope goes back to court. Remember, we said, I know them people tied their asses in that court because this shit should have been over a long time ago. But this nigga keeps filing and filing and filing. And to me, I'm going to be honest with you, I think Martell is sick. I think there's something mentally off. And I think, in my opinion, that Martell does this because whether it's a positive or negative, it allows him to engage with his ex-wife in some type of way. Now, he files this on the 26th of September, and 1 week later, look what, 1 week later. So when Melody responded to me, she gave me a little bit of tea. After he filed this, September 26th, 1 week later, Martell Holt, right here, texts his ex-wife and says, I'm sorry a million times. And then proceeds to attack her online by way of his mistress, Tasha K. I'm sorry a million times. Now, in my mind, I got chills because I'm like, what the fuck is coming down the pipeline? That a week later, you're apologizing ahead of time, not only for accusing this lady, because you know he wrong. You don't apologize when you're right. You don't apologize when you have receipts. You don't apologize when you know somebody's fucking somebody. He is purposely trying to destroy this woman. And Melody, if I were you, I would call the fucking police on him today, as soon as you get off that reunion stage, because you have no idea what that man has in store for you. And Tasha K, I know you're doing your job. I can't tell nobody how to do their job, but y'all better be careful.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why this devil is fixated on Jason, because Jason got it sewed up tight. He's security. So he has to scandalize and throw mud and attack Jason's character and further attack Melody's character, because Jason is the biggest threat that's closest to Melody, who can take him out of the picture permanently, right? Every other avenue that he has tried to go down with this character assassination and sabotaging Mel has blown up in his face. So rinse and repeat. We did this before, right? When Melody left, he started spreading all kind of disgusting, vile rumors, and then the RP popped out, and then that was blown out the water. So they're just giving more rope and more slack in that rope to formulate enough loops for their own demise. That's it. Let's go. A little bit more, and I'm gonna show something else.
Who you get around and who you support. I told y'all this is not going to stop. This is just ramping up. Martell is a very dangerous man to me. Text that lady a week later after he filed that amendment. And then a week before, he went on a social media attack by way of his mistress and then handed the ball to Tasha K. Now, I can only imagine what's going on right now on that reunion stage, y'all. Oh, I would have loved to have been in LA. I have no idea, but Melody, I hope you are right because this nigga is batshit crazy. With that being said, I'm going to open up the panel for priority panelists only. That's the higher membership that I have. This is for my priority
Yeah,
panelists. Now,
so there you go. Lulu, okay? Cuckoo. This is deeply bone chilling nuts, okay? And people do this all the time, okay? My sister created a narrative that was so weird. My daughter sent me a screenshot of it, and I was like, "What?" I had to chuckle. I'm like, "This is so ridiculous." But it wasn't ha funny. It was yikes funny. Like, this itch is crazy. Okay? She's cuckoo. Not cuckoo because I did something to her. She's cuckoo because I do not talk to her. That's the only thing that makes sense. Okay? And that leads me to this here that we're about to look at. Okay? Because when a narcissist realizes you're gone for good, this is how they break down. Shout out to Narcissist Exposed. Y'all know how we do. Okay? Let me get it up here. Let me get it up here. Okay. This is how they do, y'all. This is how they do. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. They never change. They never change. They don't stop. Okay. They think it's a game. They think this stuff is, oh well, as long as, you know, she's resisting no court, restraining order, security, been arrested, convicted, that to the narcissist is normal. She's still responding. She's still, but see, this is the type of malignant narcissist, very dangerous. One of the top three most dangerous narcissists. Covert, malignant. Okay, those are the first two. Martell is like a cluster B personality type of narcissist. It's a lot of it's a lot going on, a lot wrong with him, lots of demons in there. Okay, so this is what narcissists do when you're gone for good. Just wait for this commercial to rock. Peep this. This is very interesting. It's going to tie it up in a nice little bow for us.
As you're gone for good, how they break down. Hey everyone, welcome back to the narcissistic topic that I know a lot of you are curious about. Today, we're talking about what happens when a narcissist can no longer pull you back into their toxic web. It's a moment that can trigger some pretty intense reactions. And in this video, we'll explore exactly how and stick around because we've got a lot to unpack. Alright, let's jump right into it. Now, if you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, whether it's romantic, familial, or even a friendship, you already know that these relationship, from how you see them to how you behave. But when you've had enough and decide to walk away, it's something a narcissist simply cannot handle. At first, when you leave, they might not even believe it's real. Narcissists have this warped sense of reality where they think they're indispensable, that you can't possibly live without them. So, when you initially cut them off, they might brush it off as temporary. In their mind, they think, oh, they'll be back. They always come back. This delusion permanently. But as time goes on and you stick to your decision, the reality starts to set in. This is the moment when things begin to unravel for the narcissist. One of the first things they experience is panic. Narcissists are used to how they can no longer manipulate you, and that throws them into a state of desperation. They start to realize that their tactics, the gaslighting, the love bombing, the guilt trips won't work on you anymore. This realization can be absolutely devastating for them. Narcissists are deeply insecure people. They wear a mask of confidence, but underneath, they're terrified of being exposed as anything less than perfect. When you leave them for
That's
good, it
why
forces
Martell has to have all them ugly, gaudy, tacky leisure suits. That train wreck of a knockoff Fendi tuxedo, pajama racer pants, yoga jogging stripe down the side, black on black stripe. Like what? That's why he does that. His sweaty loafers and his extremely overly tailored high water type shark skin suits have to be that way because he's very insecure. He's always in the gym, just like women, always in the mirror, always got makeup be perfect, always flashy, loud, bold. That's an insecure person. Somebody that's always yapping, always blabbering. A lot of it makes no sense. Useless chatter. Insecure person. Okay, let's keep going.
Forces them to face a reality they've been avoiding, that they aren't as powerful or desire narcissist. Who are they if they can't control and manipulate you? The truth is, without someone to feed their ego, a narcissist feels lost and unimportant. And that's when the breakdown begins. The emotional breakdown of a narcissist can manifest in several ways. One of the most common reactions is rage. Narcissistic rage is intense, unpredictable, and often frightening. When they realize you're gone for good, they may lash out in anger, both privately and publicly. This rage is driven by the fact that their grandiose self-image has been shattered. They're no longer the all-powerful person they thought they were because you, someone they thought they controlled, walked away. This anger can also be directed inward. In some cases,
That's the key phrase there. Someone they thought that they controlled walked away. Oh boy, why did you do that? Why did you cut off the faucet? Why did you do that? Why did you leave me with nothing? But I am Martell Demon Boy Hope. You that doesn't me cheating is not a big deal. What do you mean? I never thought. Okay? Sick. Y'all be careful who you tell your business to. Stop acting thirsty like if you don't have a man in your life, you will not survive. Take time to process the traumatic things that you have been through and really reflect on where you made a misstep, where you trusted too soon, where you may have not properly vetted, drew proper boundaries on certain situations with certain people. Because that's what narcissists are looking for, vulnerable places. They're always examining, always paying, got you under a microscope to see where your weaknesses are. And then they start to use and weaponize that. It's very true. Just because people think Martell is moderately handsome with a bald head and decent clothing, his wife made him look and behave the way he was looking and behaving. That's what good women do. We elevate the frequency. We turn garbage into magical luxury, well-groomed, mannered, and look at her children. She had 4 beautiful children, and they are amazing, every last one of them. Every last one of them. 4 beautiful children, and they are all Black excellence. Do you understand? There ain't one lingering with issues, always having to be reprimanded in school. You don't ever hear her have to do a lot of correction. They're very keen, highly brilliant young people. Look at Sugar Mom. She's what, 4, almost 5? And she speaks better than her father. I mean, come on. What if I were in Martell's shoes, I'd be a little pissed too. I feel stupid. This is what he does. He feels shame. He's humiliated, so he has to puff up his ego more. He made a fool of himself in court. This is the punishment. Melody didn't have to bat an eye. She probably didn't even have to show up.
Narcissist might start to feel deep shame or humiliation. They might think, how could I have let this happen? How did I lose control? This self-loathing, though rare in a narcissist, can be incredibly intense. However, rather than taking responsibility for their actions, they'll likely blame you. Narcissists struggle to accept accountability for their mistakes, so they'll convince themselves that it's all your fault. You're the one who caused them to lose control. You're the one who abandoned them, and they're the victim in this scenario. Another way narcissists break down is through a phenomenon known as the hoovering phase. Named after the vacuum cleaner brand, hoovering refers to the narcissist's attempts to suck you back into the relationship. They might bombard you with messages, phone calls, or even show up unannounced at your home or workplace. At this stage, the narcissist is in full-blown panic mode. They realize they've lost control, and they'll do anything to regain it. This could mean they start love-bombing you again, showering you with compliments, gifts, and promises to change. They'll say whatever they think you want to hear in order to win you back. But here's the thing, none of it is genuine. It's not about love or remorse, it's about power. The narcissist isn't trying to reconnect with you because they care about you. They're trying to pull you back into their orbit so they can regain control over you. It's a classic manipulation tactic, and if you've already been through the cycle with a narcissist, you know that the moment you go back, they'll return to their old ways. The hoovering phase is a key part of the narcissist's breakdown because it reveals just how desperate they are to maintain control. Without you.
That's why Martell tried to stop Melody from taking her belongings. And that one pocketbook that Coleslaw is clinging to with a kung fu grip with her life, like her life depends on it. You know, that little it's a Chanel, and then there's a Louis, and no, I think it's two Chanels and a Louis, or is it a Coach Chanel and a Louis that were Mel's hand-me-downs. Some of those handbags and little trinkets and accessories were Mel's hand-me-downs that she pilfered through while she had her disgusting, deplorable behind up in Mel's marital home and bedroom, poking around through another woman's belongings in her home. You disgust me. That's disgusting. That is so, ugh. It's just deplorable, egregious. How dare you have relations with someone else's husband in that woman's home, and then you take some of her pieces from her closet? Yeah. You could tell Ariane was not around any women that were worth anything, with no grooming, proper grooming of herself into a proper young lady. Mel is everything that Ariane wants to be. Okay? Let's go.
They feel powerless, and that's something they simply can't tolerate. However, if you resist the hoovering attempts and continue to stay away, the narcissist will eventually move on to the next phase of their breakdown, withdrawal. At this point, they may start to retreat into themselves, isolating from others and sinking into a state of depression. Narcissists are not
Are you looking to...
And see, Martell had these stages already. He's cycling out of the depression and all that because he pushed up on Trisha. He was at a very low point when he did that. He was depressed. You know, they cannot go without some type of companionship. They don't care who it is. Okay. Now he's coming out of the few coins, you know, they to pop out with his side dish and clap back passive aggressively again because Mel took that fly swatter to court and swatted him back out the window and smashed him on the windshield or on the windowsill. Let's go.
The way. When they can no longer manipulate or control you, it triggers feelings of worthlessness and emptiness. Their grandiose self-image has been punctured, and without someone to validate their sense of superiority, they begin to crumble emotionally. Withdrawal can look different depending on the narcissist. Some might become reclusive, cutting off contact with others as they lick their wounds. Others may try to fill the void by seeking out new sources of narcissistic supply, new people they can manipulate to boost their ego. But no,
Latricia and a gaggle of other thirsty pygmies between his divorce and now. Destiny, okay? Any source for supply for the ego.
No matter how they respond, the underlying truth is the same. When a narcissist realizes you're gone for good, they lose a crucial part of their identity. They're no longer in control, and that loss of power is devastating for them. During this phase, some narcissists might even spiral into destructive behaviors. They could turn to substance abuse, reckless spending, or other forms of self-sabotage as a way to cope with the emotional pain they're experiencing.
Yeah, like getting arrested for stalking and harassment, threats, self-sabotage. Here we are, folks. Okay, we're gonna talk about Erica Mena too on the next one. Y'all, listen. This is what happens. Be careful, ladies and gentlemen, with these people, y'all. Be careful who you allow in your personal space, and I don't mean just intimately in a physical copulating. I'm talking about who you talk to on the phone regularly, what type of people you hang out with regularly. Who do you spend time with? Who are these people? You know, my daughter used to be, Mom, you're so mean. People think that you're a little bit, bougie and stuck up. I am. Not in a bad way, though. I am very selective who I spend my personal time with. If I'm going to kick it with you, I'm going to enjoy it. Okay? I don't want to be around a narcissist where I can't participate the way that I would like to participate. I have to participate according to what this narcissist. I don't want somebody hollering in my ear all the time, you know, talking about their personal problems. It's always drama. It's always something going on. They always got an emergency. They always got to complain about something somewhere, somehow. They have nothing positive going on. I don't want to hear that shit. So I don't hang out with a lot of women because a lot of women are not doing their work and they're miserable and they want to make me miserable. And I am not going to do it. Okay? No, no, thank you. Just like I told recently this white woman, she kept talking to me. I was sitting at the bus stop, me and Apollo, we were doing our thing again. It was a passenger. I think it was a bus rider. It wasn't a bus driver this time, but it was a Karen. And she was another one of them, you know, tone deaf white women who don't understand body language and don't understand when you get a dirty look, shut the fuck up. So in my rare form, I had to give a read and educate another clear person on how to respect Black people's personal space. Okay. And we had a nice little chat, short and sweet. And when I got finished, she tried to talk over me, try to interrupt me. And I said, I just want, I want to share something with you. I'm going to wait for you to stop talking, though. And the more she interrupted, the quieter I spoke, the more pleasant I put on my preschool teacher voice. And I said, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to leave people alone and mind your own business. That's how I was talking to her. And she didn't like it at all. If she could choke me and get away with it, she would have. The rage that I saw come across her face, her eyes got bloodshot, her face turned red, her ears, her chest was flushed, looked like she was breaking out in damn hives. And I said, uh, politely, politely just allow me to enjoy the quiet, if that is okay with you. I just want quiet. That's why I came over here. And I don't have to explain why I'm here or what I'm doing. Please just stop talking. And she stopped talking. She didn't like the fact that I told her I don't have to talk to her. She kept asking why and trying to, deflect and, make it seem like I had said something that inappropriate or insulted her. And she was insulted. You don't have the right to be insulted by someone ignoring you. You're not entitled to my energy, acknowledgement, time, space, empathy, compassion. You're not entitled to that. Get used to it. Okay? Let's go.
Narcissists often lack healthy coping mechanisms, so when their world starts to fall apart, they might engage in behaviors that ultimately make things worse for themselves. It's their way of avoiding the reality of their situation, but it only deepens their emotional and psychological breakdown. Now, you might be wondering, does the narcissist ever really move on? The short answer is yes, but not in the way you might think. Narcissists don't process loss the way most people do. Instead of truly grieving the end of a relationship and learning from it, they'll eventually shift their focus to finding new sources of validation. This could be a new romantic partner, a new group of friends, or even a new career that offers them the attention and admiration they crave. But deep down, the narcissist remains damaged. The fact that you walked away, that you were strong enough to break free from their control, will always haunt them. Even if they find a new person to manipulate, there's a part of them that will never fully recover from losing you.
You hear that, Coleslaw? He's manipulating you again. You look ridiculous, both physically and spiritually. I would never be seen in public with him again after he called me a peasant. So you like 3.5, 4 years too slow. You don't even let that word come out your mouth as an insult toward anybody ever again. He would have been listening to an echo. You call me a peasant on national TV and I have your son. Oh, ho. You think I'm gonna go to a homecoming and listen, stupid, slow, okay? That's what I mean by goofy, silly, delusional, dingbat mentality. I can't rock with women like they're dangerous. Women like Coleslaw, females, she's not a woman. She's like a female. Dangerous, disgusting. Let's go. We almost done.
Why? Because narcissists hate to lose. It's not just about losing you as a person. It's about losing the power and control they had over you. In their mind,
And she just grinning in the little photos like she won a prize, don't she? Didn't she? Just happy to be goofy, blissfully ignorant, animated insanity, y'all. This is real people, real lives. This is people you stand in line next to in Walmart. Okay? These are not like untouchables. Ariane is a regular Black woman from America that you would see at the park with her son, pushing him in the swing. You know, these are people you bump into at the local deli when you want some fresh filleted damn buffalo or something. You know, these are everyday people. It's not like go to Alabama and run into Chris Brown. Okay, these just regular folk. She was a college student, just an everyday person, not coming from a family that was well off, a pedigreed background. She's just a everyday hood booger from Ohio. Okay, a dime every 13 chicks, hood booger type chick, basic, generic, no quality type of female. That's Arian. We all know him. And this is the type of black hole that they're working with. They don't have a soul. I'm telling you, I'm related to people like this. I know exactly what is going to happen after this. One or both of them are going to go to jail. They're going to be in jail if this keeps up, okay? Or securities going to have to take care of the threat. I see it going one or two ways. Okay? Let's go.
You were supposed to stay trapped in their web forever. The fact that you didn't, that you saw through their manipulation and decided to leave, is a blow to their ego that will leave a lasting scar. So, when a narcissist realizes you're gone for good, they break down in ways that are much deeper and more complex than most people realize. They experience panic, rage, shame, and even depression as they grapple with the loss of control and the shattering of their grandiose self-image. They may try to hoover you back into the relationship, but if you stand firm, they're forced to confront the painful reality that they're not as powerful as they thought. And while they may eventually move on to new sources of narcissistic supply, the fact that you escaped their clutches will always be a sore spot for them. You took away their control, their validation, and their sense of superiority, and that's something a narcissist will never forget.
That's why he is upset. This nigger, he can't breathe without thinking about his ex-wife and how he demolished his family. And that's why they deserve each other. Slow Slaw and Demon Face, Slow Slaw and Leviathan, they deserve each other. Okay? That's why she still does his bidding, because if listen, if if one or the other try to walk away, they're gonna turn on each other, just like Martell did. He turned, everybody had him turned on each other, had all kind of girl fighting going on. Now, the second slowest one in the group, Marcel, is trying to pull a Martell now. Pivot. It's what narcissists do. Listen, check it. Let's go. A little bit more, we're gonna be out.
Alright, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope this video gave you a better understanding of how narcissists break down when they realize you're gone for good. It's a tough, powerful things you can do for yourself in your own life.
Yes, 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 yes. And there you have it. People, good people. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. These are real people, y'all. These are real people doing this. Okay? Trying to literally destroy what they did not create. That's something that is just so important to understand. When you deal with a narcissist, you cannot destroy what you didn't build, honey. You can't sabotage, you can't chip away at, you can't make anyone change how they see me as a person, because you didn't create this bond with these people that I have. Honey, what are we doing? I'm telling you, it's real. My mother did her very best to make my daughter hate me when she was growing up. I would catch my mother in the kitchen, at the kitchen table, at the house I grew up in, with my little girl there. My mother babysat my little girl for me to go to work, come back from work, walk up the driveway. I hear my mom dragging me. Things she would create a narrative right off the top of her head. What? You listening? I'm like, huh? That never happened. Yeah. Just like Martell did it right on camera. Y'all saw it. Okay. The narcissist does not love, but the narcissist longs to be loved. Not only to be loved, but to be adored, cherished, worshipped. Simple, normal love can never satisfy. Real love makes us vulnerable, and the narcissist can never feel that way. So, no matter how much others offer, it can never be enough. It is always doubted, always belittled, always pushed away, yet desired above all else. You see that? Let that sink in. Okay? Let that sink in real good. And if you're bothered by this, you should be. That means you're not a narcissist. If you if you can if you can condone, be complicit, promote, encourage, agree with anything that you see going on with this Leviathan possessed Negro and his concubine, stay away from me with this. In my favorite Phaedra Park's voice, no, 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 no. I'm shaking my head real fast back and forth. No, 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 no. Protect your peace. All right, now I'm about to be out, y'all. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, Drop an eagle feather for me in the comment section, okay? And take care of yourself and each other. Black power, black family, black love, black unity. Keep it RBG all the way 100 at all times. Stay away from, listen, be careful on these social medias. I'm a vet. Okay, I've been TikToking and twitting and YouTubing and Facebooking and Tumblring ever since 2009. Okay, I've seen a lot if I haven't seen it all. Okay, be careful who you link up with. I don't even let certain people follow me. I be like, I don't know who that is, block. The numbers will come organically. When I build it, it'll grow. You know, I ain't in no rush. You feel me? I gotta still do real life stuff right here. That's consistent. And then I'll branch off and make this another stream of income. So I'm not in no hurry. I'm not trying to jump on no trend. I'm not trying to be the first one to hit the ground with the da 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 da, all that stuff. Been there, done that. I blew up. This channel blew up back when I first started it. I know I can do it. It ain't like I'm scared. Okay. It's just a matter of some red tape and some politicking I got to do to get the monetization back on my channel. But I'm not tripping. Okay. And I'm definitely not jealous of none of the other ones that started after me and blew up bigger than me. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm happy. I love it. I love seeing positive, powerful black queens with a moral compass, yo, with dignity, with high standards. Like, like what? You know, like me, clutch pearls. I can't do that. I can't mess with you. I can't be seen around with you because I am exclusive, baby. I'm exclusive. I'm so special. That's how I feel about me. I just don't brag. I'm not a bragger. I don't need to because it shows in how I move. I don't gotta do all that. I'm just bothered by this. You know, I know exactly how Melody feels. I had to do the whole thing, counseling, all that too. After, I'm telling you, it's not cute or romantic to have somebody that you don't want to mess with stalking you. It's not funny. It's not romantic. It's not charming. It's not oh my God, he really loved her. No, he did not. No, he didn't. He doesn't want her back. He wants to take her out of here. He wants her incapacitated. He wants a human ATM crash test dummy. So y'all keep it funky, keep it light, keep it tight. Always do right. Peace. One love.